Speaking your mind, that's what I be talking about. I'm speaking my mind, my.
You are listening to Speak Your Mind 2.0 SYM Networks.
Speak your mind.
That shit's gonna stick.
Speak your mind. Hey man, what's going on? It's your boy SYM Seth.
It's your boy TY. Oh, appreciate the hand clap. Appreciate the applause. Appreciate the applause.
We are back. Hey man, all I gotta say is welcome back. Episode 2.
Yes, sir.
Trying to be more consistent. Back in this bitch.
As always.
What's going on, Ty?
A lot in sports, a lot in pop culture, and we got a great SYM topic for y'all later in the show. But first, let's just go and kick it off with sports. College football. Woo! If y'all seen last week, college football, good God, the almighty Alabama has finally fallen. They lost the game.
I was going to say I gained, but this is their first time losing in like 4 or 5 years. So
For real?
Well, I'm being sarcastic, but
Like in the regular season?
Yeah, in the regular season, it seems like they just walk through that pretty much every year. So this is the first time that they've actually looked vulnerable.
Beatable.
Yeah, beatable, vulnerable. Texas A&M definitely gave everybody a playbook.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, going into the season, they said A&M was like a team that had like a real great defense. So when I heard that and then I seen who the starting QB was at the time, I'm thinking like, maybe they might have a chance to beat Alabama. I don't know. But then the starting QB gets hurt, and then they won with a backup.
Hey, man, we're seeing the trend of backups being the next people up.
It's not even just a backups. We've seen a trend of elite college programs either taking a decline or making an uproar.
Very true.
But yeah, so Alabama lost. Now the question is, do they still deserve a shot to be in the college football playoff? I
say yes.
Right now, yes, but now with that L on your record, now it's like, okay, how can y'all finish out the rest of the season? Because y'all relatively don't play nobody that good. I mean, LSU. Ogeron pretty much about to be out the door after this season.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
They just gave him that big ass contract extension.
They'll pay him out.
I mean, granted, we see a lot of schools do that nowadays, but I mean, they made him a for lifer for real.
Still,
so.
I'm just saying, I think he might be out.
Damn.
But Auburn,
I don't think so. I don't agree. But
Auburn, the Bo Nix hype train just kind of went away after 2019.
I was about to say I was over Bo Nix after last year, to be honest. I mean, granted, that was it was COVID year, but you're right. After 2019,
the hype train just kind of went left.
Yeah, he not his daddy. So
right. So now that leaves Georgia. Now Georgia still has Florida on the schedule to play, and I feel like they probably will beat Florida in a neutral game. But I just see Georgia kind of winning out the rest of their regular season. But now that leads to the best topic at hand. Who wins the SEC title? Alabama or Georgia?
At this point in time, I think I'm going to give it to Georgia.
I would agree.
Just off the basis because they look like a more complete team. Don't get me wrong, Alabama looks very complete.
They just got exposed.
Yes, they got exposed. They looked like they showed a little weakness in the armor.
Right.
And Georgia hasn't shown that yet. But I don't know. They still got a couple games on their schedule. They still got to go play Florida in Jacksonville.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. I will say, though, like, again, Florida for the past 2 years has really been, in a way, slowly but showingly exposing Alabama on offense and defense. Because you got to think, going back to last year, they almost won that game in the SEC title game, but they lost. And then even this year, when they played, they almost won that game too.
Right.
So it's like Florida did kind of like, open the book, be like, hey, this is what y'all need to do to keep them in scoring distance and for y'all to able to win the game. And then A&M just, I guess, I don't know what they saw, but they saw something and just put their foot on the gas and won the game.
Yeah. I was about to say, didn't they just come off a loss too last week?
I think so. Because I think they got like 2 losses already this season. So.
Yeah, because I want to say they lost to Baylor, but I don't feel like
A&M.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know.
I don't think they played.
I know. I don't know for what reason why I'm saying Baylor, but I just feel like they lost to Baylor.
No.
Granted, Baylor is on a roll this year.
But they're not ranked.
I know they're not ranked, but neither here nor there. But yeah, I feel like Alabama definitely has their work cut out for them. Nick Saban has his work cut out for him. But I mean, I ultimately believe that we will see them in the playoff this year. Will they win the title? I don't think so.
I think this year might be the best year for anyone to really win it, because I just feel like we said last time, like, you know, the Big Ten low-key right now is the best conference right now with 4 or 5 teams in the top 10. You know, Iowa with that, you know, stout defense. Granted, their offense is, you know, vulnerable, because I don't trust their QB. He can't win the game for them, and they really don't have like someone on their offense to be like, hey, give me the ball and I'll do the rest.
Because at Georgia, they've usually had like a top skill position player.
I said Iowa, not Georgia.
Oh, you said Iowa. I thought you said Georgia. My fault.
I said the Big Ten. Like I said the Big Ten is the best conference right now.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And I was saying, like, Iowa, you know, granted they got a great defense, but that offense can be very shaky.
Very true. Transitioning into the Big Ten, goddamn. Speaking of Iowa, they just took out Penn State. That was a great game.
There's always a great game with both of those teams. Especially when they're ranked. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great defense. Great defensive battle.
Sean Clifford, though, he went out.
Definitely. He's probably going to be questionable for the foreseeable future. He's probably going to be missing like 2-3 games.
Hey, these games, if he's missing those games, guess what? They got to come here.
Right. These games that he could be potentially missing are very critical in their push to the playoff. But we will have to see what happens. But yeah, last week in the Big Ten was crazy. We had the Iowa Penn State game.
You guys had Michigan Nebraska game, which was a scary game to watch, but
almost had a heart attack.
Literally, because honestly, like, going to that game, I was like, this is gonna be the Michigan's first test to see, okay, if they get rattled, how they gonna respond. And for a brief moment, they was on upset alert.
Right.
Because granted, Nebraska is very inconsistent, but they're like an Indiana team in the Big Ten East. It's like, you know, they don't have like the talent to match you, but it's like they got that grit to be like, nah, we ain't going down without a fight. And that's what Nebraska was. They was just not trying to quit, but it's like, hey, we still in here, so don't think for 1 second we ain't about to, you know, try to come back. But at one point they took the lead, but then what? It was like a touchdown or a field goal that Michigan got.
Yeah, it was a field goal.
Yeah, but then,
no, it was a touchdown. My fault. It was a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a touchdown, but then like at the same time they left like a little bit more time for Nebraska to make a drive. But then typical Nebraska got to turn the ball over, and that's still the deal.
That would have been almost typical Michigan. It was crazy too, because Cade McNamara, he was even saying, like, in his press conferences, these are the type of games that Michigan loses, and he's not lying.
At least he's being honest about it.
Yeah, he's being honest, and I like that. But I feel like we're at the point where we shouldn't be losing these types of games. Granted, we won, right, but we should have never been in this position. We should have never been in that position to the point where Nebraska actually thought that they had a chance. Because at first we were, well, let me not say we were doing good, but we looked like we were able to snatch the momentum from the entire first half. We were able to put up drives, move the ball, and all that stuff. And our defense was playing pretty well as well. So it wasn't like everybody was running back and forth on the field because there's no stops or we couldn't convert on third downs or anything. But it was just, I don't know. I felt like over the years we've gotten, I don't know, familiar with losing in those kind of key moments. Because granted, we were already 5-0 going into this game. Now we're 6-0, but you know we haven't been in that situation
in so long.
So it's like, I don't know. I didn't know how we were going to adapt and come into this game and play, but they showed me some things. Granted, like I always been saying, the offense is still a big question mark to me.
Can y'all stop playing McCarthy as that secondary QB running back, please? Because I guarantee you, it's going to be a play. It's going to be a time where he gets in the game to run the ball.
Bro, no.
And someone angles him at the right way, and he's gonna get knocked out.
That almost happened to him when we played Wisconsin. He came into the game for it was like an 11-yard run or something like that, and he got up, he got hit, and he got up and he started limping and looking a little gimpy. I'm like, bro, this is not what we brought him here for.
This is not all the shit he was talking about, saying like, yeah, once I start in college football,
right,
defensive coordinator's gonna have their head spinning. I'm
right.
like,
Granted, he's a freshman, and you gotta get his feet wet, but let's be smart in how we get his feet wet.
Exactly, because these plays that he does, I'm like, y'all asking to get this man hurt.
Right. These are not the typical plays I would want him to run. Granted, he's shown that he's athletic and he can pull these plays off, but we brought him there he's a QB passer. He's a passing quarterback.
Exactly.
So it's like, let him throw the ball. I just seen him throw a nice pass, a nice bomb during the Wisconsin game. I forget who was that too. I want to say that was that Johnson? Or
I got a feeling it was.
It probably was. But anyways, it was like, he's showing you why he's a high 4-star, high 5, or
he was a 5-star.
5-star. I was trying to let him be humble. I was gonna give him some
he was
humble.
a 5-star. Give him the credit.
But
5-star.
Regardless, though, yeah, he's highly recruited coming out of AMG. So it's like IMG. I'm thinking about the Drake song. Yeah, he's highly recruited out of there. So it's like, why not let him show what he can do
as a QB, not as a QB running back.
Exactly.
That's flame with fire. And kind of sum this up. Ohio State, we just keep looking improved every game. Now we have an off week. Good week to still get some practice in. And also to get a lot of people back on the field that are hurt. So really just all I can say for Ohio State is like, as long as we keep progressing and this offense is still playing at a high level, and say if we get Mayan Williams back, which I believe we will, I think we still have a 3-headed monster at running back with Travion Henderson, Master Teague, and Mayan Williamson. Because we already got a 3-headed monster with the wide receiver core.
I'm not talking about the wide receiver core. Master Teague, I am so sorry, bro.
You forgot all about him?
No, I didn't forget. Y'all forgot all about him.
I didn't forget about him.
I am so sorry that you were the ugly stepchild and got jumped over by some freshmen. Granted, the last 2 years should have been your year to start.
Nah, last year was his year. It's just COVID, and he was, getting hurt a lot.
Trey Sermon, bro. Trey Sermon took over.
Yeah, but even with him, that was just a slow process with him. It's like the last 3 games he played is like, bro, we can have this all season.
But at the same time, he's coming, like you just said, COVID.
I know.
He's just coming off the transfer.
Dramatic.
I'm just saying for the fans out there, we gotta preference this. COVID coming off the transfer portal from Oklahoma. So granted, it did take a long time for him to get acclimated to the system, but give him a little slack. But Master Teague, I'm so sorry, bro. Nigga, you should have been the starter. But hey, Travion Henderson, that nigga is elite, bro.
He is the truth. I mean, when I seen his highlights, I'm like, bro, this is like.
He reminds me of the hype that Ricky Williams had when he was at Texas.
I feel you. I can see why, but I definitely would compare him to low-key like a lighter Saquon Barkley.
No, I agree with that too. But I'm just saying, just the hype train, nigga, you couldn't go anywhere without niggas talking about Ricky Williams down in Texas.
Oh, no, for sure.
That nigga was everywhere, and I feel like he needs to get the same justice up here.
I'm saying this now. His junior year, he will probably be in the Heisman. He'll be at the Heisman ceremony or probably even win it. Yeah. I honestly believe if he keeps progressing, which I believe he will, don't be surprised if you see him at New York this year for the Heisman. No, he probably ain't gonna win it, but
he's not gonna win it, but he'll be there. No, I agree.
He'll be there.
He's gonna be there.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, Bijan.
But
gonna be there.
I ain't gonna lie though. Someone did say this is a weak year of QB of quarterbacks. I believe so, but at the same time, it's nostalgia. You gotta have at least one quarterback there. It would be a first to not have an actual QB at the Heisman race.
But that's the thing though. When did we make the Heisman a
quarterback
accolade? That is an all-around athlete or all-around position award.
That's why low-key, granted, Joe Burrow won it in 2019, but at the same time, though, it's Chase Young, though. I mean, he was on a tear that year, and honestly,
Yeah.
he should have won it. But thanks to the NCAA, got to suspend this nigga for 2 games for taking money and paying the money back on a bogus plane ticket for his girlfriend to go to.
They were like, "Hey, run me that plane ticket back."
Literally, but just to kind of end off on the college football topic, Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, how do y'all keep being in these classic great shootout rival games and still y'all have yet to learn how to play defense?
I told this to Ty last week when we were watching the game. If you're a defensive coordinator in the Big 12, you are the smart. You are a genius. Y'all niggas are the finesse kings, bro. I don't understand how y'all can let 700 yards of total offense
That is ridiculous.
get hung up on you on every game. Any team in the Big 12 could literally have
a shootout.
A shootout. How the hell do you guys get paid every week? How is that possible?
And then y'all getting paid M's.
The nigga, the feds need to come after all of y'all. That is a federal indictment.
I'm just like, I'm watching this game, and at first I'm like, okay, Texas can win this game because the first play out the gate was a 90-yard touchdown screen pass.
That shit is wild.
And then at one point it was like 28-7, and then what happened again for the second year in a row? Spencer Rattler gets benched. This time it's a freshman that came into the game, Caleb Williams.
Saved the day.
Literally, I'm just like, how does this man get benched in the same game 2 years in a row, and yet they still find a way to win?
Sidebar: Xavier Worthy, you're not. I'm getting tired of Texas.
Yo, when I found out he was low key once a Michigan commit, but then he decommitted and went to Texas, and I'm just like,
I'm getting tired.
I know
of y'all
for a fact they are salty right now, Ann Arbor right now.
I'm getting tired of y'all niggas flipping our recruits.
Hey, Tariq Black, he got to beef with you.
Smoke, straight smoke.
Oh man, but yeah, at the end of the day though, it doesn't surprise us. It's the Red River shootout at this point. Like back-to-back classic games. This time, again, a freshman came in and saved the day. Miraculous, like top-worthy plays of the year with that catch that one of the Oklahoma's receivers made, and then just
I know that I gotta look up his name because that was
crazy.
great.
Marvin Mills, that's his name, Marvin Mills.
There you go.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, bro. That was play of the year.
Honestly,
That could get an SB for you.
I ain't gonna lie though, like they had 2 plays where it's SB worthy winning. Like that, they had that one arm interception catch against Nebraska, and then Mims had that touchdown catch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Oklahoma, like again, like y'all have the offense to literally put up 50 plus every game. Granted, they did that game, but still.
Shoot, they put 50 up every game, to be honest, at this
Literally,
point.
but it's just like, y'all defense. It's like, can y'all kind of like mirror that by just getting stops?
1 stop? 2 stops? 3? Maybe?
Like, literally. Like, but all in all, though, it was still a good game to watch. But just now, it's like, all right, now Oklahoma finally beat Texas. Can they win out? And who are they going to play in a rematch game in the Big 12 title game?
I got a Texas fan at work. He's telling me that they're going to win out and go into the Big 12 championship this year.
But who are they going to play again?
I don't know. Baylor.
Because I think Oklahoma State is like the only,
Is that the other?
that's the other team they got to play.
Yeah.
Still.
I was about to say I don't remember their conference, but their division, how it's set up, because
I think it's like North and South.
right. Oh no, I know Texas and Oklahoma are both in the same conference.
Yeah, I think
division?
Oklahoma State in the same conference, same division as them too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So,
like I said, they still got to play Oklahoma.
right. Hey, well, speaking of thrillers and other shootouts, the Tyson
Oh
and
my
Wilder
God.
fight.
Yo.
Tyson Fury and
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder fight.
Man,
happened.
we went to BBR to watch that fight, and then I cannot. Well, just that whole night in general was a lot, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. But the fight at hand, the main event fight. I ain't gonna lie, going into that fight, I didn't know who was gonna win because low key, like a
Hold
part
on.
of me.
Sidebar. Well, not sidebar, but preferences. Who do you feel? Or let me say this: how do you feel about Wilder's comments after the fight, saying like he doesn't respect him, he doesn't rock with Tyson Fury and all that stuff?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's just you just being bitter that you lost twice. I'm just being honest.
And you got knocked the hell out too.
3 times.
3 times, nigga. But go ahead, Ty. My fault.
But yeah, just like going into that fight, honestly, I didn't know who was gonna win because like a part of me was like, I want my nigga Deontay to get that revenge.
Do it for the culture.
Yeah, do it for the culture.
That's literally what everybody in the bar was on. Do it for the culture.
Literally, like we needed that back, but it's like at the same time though, this nigga Tyson Fury is pushing 300 pounds and still out here ducking and dodging, bobbing and weaving and all that stuff.
That was a big ass white man. That white man was built like a goddamn jelly bean.
And he's 6'9".
6'9", like his body type was just ugly, bro. Like,
did you say butt at first, but you caught yourself?
Yeah, I was. But his body type is just smack, bro. Like, just watching that fight, I'm like, this nigga is he's just built funny. Like, literally, you could tell where all that 277 pounds is at. And that shit was straight in his rolls.
And
like,
he was straight.
But he was straight.
Still knocking the niggas out.
Right, I want no beef.
He already got the beef.
Yeah, I want no beef. Mr. Fury, I don't want no smoke. Please don't knock me out. But I'm just saying, 277, nigga, you
can that 277 be into muscle?
Right? Can we do something?
If he turns that into muscle, he's still a scary dude.
That lethal killer. That's a lethal killer.
Literally, but yeah, man, just like the first knockout was like, dang, man, here we go again. Mm-hmm. But then here come Wilder. He knocked him out twice. Like, all right, bet, we got some momentum going. But
bro.
But it's like. After Fury knocked him out the second time, it's like, okay, that nigga Wilder done. He's done. He was on zombie legs.
Yeah, he was sleepwalking since round 5. After round 5, he was done. He was sleepwalking.
He was he was doing everything to survive that whole fight, and then the 11th round, I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah, that knockout punch was it there, boy.
Well, the first one, I'm just like, oh, here we go, he down. But even when he got up, I'm like, bro, you should have just stayed now. Then the final blow. I'm like, oh my God.
It was just the way that he set it up, and it was so clean, and he literally did like one of those.
It's like I think Fury ducked it, and then he just clocked him with a right. I'm like, oh my God. And then he bounced off the rope and then just laid down just flat. I'm like, oh man.
He damn near did like a spit, like, you know how the cartoons on like Looney Tunes when like one of the characters gets smacked around and does like a full spin.
Yeah,
it was one of those type of moves.
I was gonna say he did like a fight night knockout where he bounced off the rope.
This nigga turned into a ballerina, hit a pirouette, and just went straight to the floor.
Right, but like, yeah, man, just it's like even everyone at the bar was like, yeah, that nigga Wilder lost, and I lost a lot of money on that shit too.
Niggas were putting checks on it.
Yeah, but also too, side note, but still going back to the night, like I just don't get this. How do we go to watch a fight only to leave and see another fight on the patio?
Lord,
like, bro, I get y'all not. So like this what happened before we get to the next topic. This is like a little side story. So like after the fight over, we was gonna cut through this like little back entrance on the patio that BBR has. Mm-hmm. And anybody that's from Columbus, you already know how BBR set up. So, we walk into the patio, right? And like I'm like the first one out. Next thing you know, I seen this guy and this chick arguing. I'm like, the hell going on here?
For a second, I thought they were just like
playing
talking,
or something.
Yeah, playing, just talking loud and shit.
I'm like, but then next thing you know, we seen this big dreadhead nigga rush this chick. I'm like, yep, time to go the other way.
For the most part, I could tell how it was escalating because once I seen old girl do the hand motions, like she did one of these, I was like, oh damn. So
my thing was, what set all that up for y'all to argue?
I really feel like he tried to like bag her, and then he
played him off or something.
She played him, and then she was trying to make an example out of him in like public area and public display and shit. So niggas have low egos and low self-esteem and shit. So he was probably like, nah, nigga, I ain't going for that shit.
But my thing is like, nigga, you are like. How big this
dude
was
nigga
and how short this chick was. I'm like, why would you rush someone like that?
Straight bum rush. Like, when I say this nigga turned into a straight bull, and mind you, there's like five people in between
he
her.
He ran through all of that.
He ran through the security, the bystanders.
I don't think security got there. They was like, by
the
door.
You're right. They weren't there yet.
They were by the door, and then someone said, yo, that's a fight.
I was about to say, I was like, when we were walking out, I turned around and I seen the security, and I was like, I looked up at him, and he looked up at me, and he turned around and he was like, oh shit, and he went out and got.
He was like, oh, here we go again.
He went out and got more backup. I was like, well,
Because I even heard him say like, oh, there's a fight on the patio.
yeah. I was like, bro, these niggas, they move so slow with it too. Because they let that happen.
It's like, do y'all let shit happen
Yeah,
only for y'all to de-escalate it?
Yes, Ty, they definitely let that shit.
Because, like, again, I barely go to BBR. That was my first time actually going there when it was lit. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, just overall, though, man, just like, again, niggas want Wilder to win for the culture, but it's like at the same time, when it's just kind of pure boxing, Fury won both fights, honestly.
Is that his hang up? He's not really a boxer, Wilder?
I always said he wasn't
lot.
a pure boxer, just off of the way he fights. I'm like, he's a street boxer.
Right.
Like he's
he's
tall
a street
and
fighter.
Yeah, he's tall and he can knock you out. Like
Kimbo,
they even said his knockout radius was like a 92%.
Kimbo
like,
Slice out here.
But it's like even in boxing though, it's like it's not all about knockout power. Because like I'm looking at technique,
right?
Footwork, like all that stuff. And Fury had better footwork and technique. And it showed in both fights.
Definitely.
You know, because if you saw the fight, you saw how Wilder was trying to play. He was trying to set him up with that straight right or a power shot. I'm like, dude, this is why you keep getting gassed out. You keep trying to hit for the power shot. Just do simple stuff and only to, set up for that.
Trying to make that nigga go to sleep.
Exactly. Oh, man, but we got some more sports topics for y'all. Oh, man, this nigga John Gruden.
Hold on, do you want to get into John Gruden or this nigga Kyrie?
Let's say Kyrie for last.
Save Kyrie? All
but
right.
This nigga John Gruden. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. Like, I low-key respected John Gruden because I would watch that QB stuff that he would do with every college football QB that was coming out to the draft, the QB room stuff. I was rocking with that for so long. But then out of nowhere, we hear about an email that he was talking about about NFL executives saying that he got lips like the Michelin tires and shit. And I'm just like, come on, bro, really? Granted, that was
2011.
10 years ago, but still, just like, dude, how could you not forget to say what you said in an email? Like, I get it happens, but something that specific, you forget.
That tells me that he was in good. He was in good. Granted, and even if he was not on like a team, he was, because at that time he was in the booth, but he was still able to connect with owners and other higher up people and still feel like he was okay and able to say these things. So that just says a lot about the NFL as a whole, the people that are in the NFL. It's just,
are we shocked at this point?
Hell no, I'm not. Bro, we like I was telling you earlier, Ty. It's the whole Kaepernick thing. Like that whole thing was botched, was missed. Niggas did not understand what he was talking about. And
like I said, I feel like they did, but they didn't want to acknowledge what he was doing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like they didn't get what he was doing. Like they seen it, but it was just like they're not acknowledging it at all. They weren't trying to move forward. They're not even trying to do nothing. First, sidebar, y'all. I didn't know the Lakers are 0-6.
It's preseason, though.
Yeah,
they don't care.
It's preseason.
They don't care, man. They don't care.
I'm just like, damn. But
they don't care.
Anyways, yes, John Gruden though. Yeah, the NFL. I don't know, man. It's just
it's a lot with them.
We know where they stand. We know that it's all about the money grab. Let's pander. Let's be some pandas.
Let's not be advocates for stuff that we don't care about. Like that's literally what they are. But then at the same time too, once that report came out about that email, then it was more emails that came out about him just talking about everybody from Obama to from gay people, from just anybody on his hit list. He was just talking about them. I'm just like, dude, do you?
Who do you think was on these emails?
Take
a guess.
Oh, I just said him.
Who?
I said Obama.
No, I'm saying who was he sending them out to? Like who? What owners? What GMs do you think that were linked to this email?
Well, guess where his brother was at the coach at one point?
Washington.
Exactly. And you already know how that organization runs.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just like once that second report came out about him saying all this stuff about everybody else, I'm just like, yeah, bro, you can't say nothing about this one. Like now, you can't say nothing about this because you try to apologize about the 2011 one, but still, this second report, yeah, bro, yeah, you're done.
Yeah, for sure.
just straight done. It's just, oh my God. But
I just don't understand. I just feel like at this point, I don't know. It's like I wouldn't have been mad if they would have let him stay coaching, but I feel like they just fired him because it's such a hot topic right now. But I feel like they still would have let him coach the rest of the year.
oh, they would, because how tight he is with the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Because they go back since the Tampa days when he won the Super Bowl.
Right. I was about to say I showed you the what the owner looks like.
Good Lord, he looks like an animated character with a wig on.
Oh, I'm so weak.
Yeah, but and let's just finish off with this last first topic. Kyrie Irving, again, one of the top point guards to ever touch a basketball floor. Elite handles, one of the best scoring point guards of all time, like in the end. But it's like, nigga, every year when the season is starting, there has been something about you outside of basketball that's just like, dude, do you ever just shut up and just stay out of drama? Like, I mean, it's just getting ridiculous at this point, because by now y'all sure already know this nigga Kyrie ain't going to get the vaccine, but came out and said he's not anti-vaccine. So what's the point then?
None of that made any sense. So it's like, how can you be all in an uproar about
not taking the vaccine
and then saying I'm pro-vaccine? I'm still with the people. Basically saying I'm still with the people that take the vaccine.
And you said that you're trying to be the voice for the voiceless, for the people that lost their jobs because of the mandate vaccine.
Nigga, we already got the voice in the hero. That's Lil Durk and Lil Baby. Nigga.
Exactly.
We don't need you.
But it's just like, dude, because, like, again, I get where he's trying to come from. I get it, because it is bigger than basketball to, most degrees. But it's just like, dude, they re-signed you and paid you all that money for y'all to win the chip this year if y'all make it out the East, which I believe y'all could, because now y'all all healthy.
The East is, let me not say it's wide open, but it's pretty cut and
It's
dry.
pretty narrow. It's pretty narrow. Like, so, but dude, you had a healthy KD coming back. You have a healthy Harden coming back.
Nigga,
you are coming
shape.
back.
The nigga's in shape.
That too. But, like, nigga, you are coming back. Because you played, like, what, 7 games in the season until you got hurt?
Basically, half them. I think the stat was they only played like 7 games altogether collectively.
So think about y'all play the actual full season together. That's a scary team to look at.
Yeah.
But you want to be difficult and then not play. And just like at this point, and then he said he's not going to retire. But dude, like,
what do you call this then?
What do you call it? A leave of absence? Because I think the Nets said, like, this continues, they gonna let him go. They're not gonna pay him the rest of his money, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, they're not gonna re-sign his contract.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him, man. Because, like, you wasting all this money that we are potentially going to give you, but you ain't done nothing to earn it.
Mm-hmm. Now, if that does happen, do you feel like Harden and KD can amount to winning a chip on their own?
I mean, I would just say get back in your OKC bag. Honestly, just Harden gonna have to be the point guard and shooting guard. I mean, ain't nothing. That's not nothing he's done before. It's just,
I was about to say they're definitely gonna have to find like
a third person just to be consistent.
Maybe they probably need like another point guard, because they'll probably want to let Harden
play the two.
Yeah, play off the ball too.
Well, you already know how I feel about the Nets. Like, they should have never let that nigga Karis LeVert go. I'm sorry.
Bro.
I'm still not over that. I'm never going to get over that. I'm sorry.
Karis was eating, bro. But at the same time, he's eating with the Pacers, too. I feel like the Pacers fit him as well.
But just imagine him with Harden and KD.
That shit would have been nuts.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm still not going to let that go. But at the end of the day, just like, Kyrie, look, we get what you're trying to do. We know that you're trying to come from a good heart and a good mindset. We get that. But it's just still, like, even when you try to explain it, it's like, nigga, what?
It still sounds fried. It's not. It's not even we're trying to say shut up and dribble, because we're really not even saying that. We're really past that shit. But it's just like, let's look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is chip, money security, bag security, inevitable, and then you're also the lifestyle. Negro, half the places that you probably want to travel and go to,
require a
right,
vaccine.
You need a vax card, bro. So it's like you're still not bypassing anything by not getting the vaccine for the NBA, but you're going to need it for life. Just plain
Sadly,
and simple.
but
Yeah, sadly, but plain and simple. It's like if you want to move, like Nick, I know he be having endorsement deals and all that stuff. So it's like,
yeah, so it's just
nigga,
like
you want to travel the country. New York is ground zero. You cannot go. You cannot get in that bitch without a vaccine card.
literally, if you was in Texas, nigga, there's no problem.
Right. If you're anywhere down south, they don't give a fuck about that. But
Literally,
you live up north. Nigga, you were in Brooklyn. The fuck am I talking? What are we talking about? You should know this.
Nigga, ain't he from Jersey though too?
Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. So you should know this off rip. So it's like, I don't know.
I don't know either, but
I definitely wish we could see Kyrie back out there, but we don't know what his status is right now. So
I mean, we do. It's just
but I'm just saying like where his mind is going to be at within the next couple weeks because
I don't think we'll still understand it even when he does say something again.
Yeah, the season's about to start, so it's like
next week.
Yeah.
So, but pop culture now.
Oh, hold up. So just our last little tidbit on sports. Desean Watson
Oh yes,
has been cleared of all charges. He was charged with like 21 counts of sexual assault. Was it assault?
sexual misconduct, sexual
Something
assault,
like that.
something like that.
You know, apparently he wanted to get a little handsy with some masseuses.
But
So-
like, I ain't gonna lie though, real quick. This gonna be like a real quick topic. I ain't gonna lie though. Like, look, I get sexual assault is a real big, thing that happens to females and males too. Let's like not all put it on females. Males do get sexually assaulted too, which is not talked about as much, but
Right.
still. But my thing is this: even if he did it to one person, one female, where's all these other females coming out saying that? Oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. And it's just like my thing is just
money
like
thirsty, money hungry.
Exactly. So my thing is just like if you gonna actually try to expose somebody, make sure you stick to the same story. Don't try to switch it up because it's like at the same time, if you lying, you just really only trying to attack a man's character because he has money or because you felt like you wanted a piece of him, but he, denied you. So you just made up something to, get attention out of it. It's just like that's my whole thing. But still, I'm not disregarding, the sexual assault. So that's a big deal. That's a big crime, man.
Right.
But it's just like the fact that he got the charges were dropped, and this man could have been playing in the NFL right now. It's just like, come on, man. Like, I'm just sick and tired of athletes. It don't matter if they black or white. They always there's always a female involved saying like, oh well, he did this to me. He did. I'm just like,
But at the same time, how we can't fault. I mean, we can, but at the same time, you're gonna look a certain way if you're gonna fault them off rip and just say that they're money grabbing and just trying to be a gold digger because we don't know what really happened. You know the saying, there's three sides to every story.
right.
So I don't know. It's like you definitely gotta play it by ear. But how, like for example, how they did like
Zeke,
how they did Desean. I mean, kinda how they did Bill Cosby. Granted, Bill Cosby did do most of this, but I just when those first allegations came out, I was like, damn, I just felt like they were just piling all that shit on him.
yeah, I feel like they always do that. They always got to pile something on
It's
to
like,
make it worse.
Right. So it's just like I kind of had my reserves on that. Same thing with Desean. So it's like, granted, I don't know how horny you have to be to do all that. Get 21 counts of sexual misconduct.
Well, you got to think where it was at.
Still, I mean, yeah,
A massage parlor.
right? But nigga, come on, bro. Like, thirsty, horny man. I don't know what you want to say.
You know who his girl is, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what my next point is, nigga. Do you not know who your female is? Like, bro,
Jilly Ann's. Good God,
bad as hell. Like,
literally.
I don't see what the issue is, but we're not there. We're not in the relationship. Her box could be trash. Who knows? But I'm just saying.
I don't know about all that. Granted, I ain't never hit it, but I don't know.
I'm being sarcastic, Ty, but I'm just saying. We don't know that situation, so he could be just horny, thirsty, dirty man and want to get charged with 21 counts. Go by all means, but I don't know.
But at the end of the day, the nigga got acquitted. So now my thing is, will he play for the Texans this year? And if
Houston, let that man go.
He don't want to
be there.
that too.
Just
I would
keep it
honestly, I would let him go. But like my thing is real quick. What team you think would fit his style of play?
The Dolphins. There's a lot of them.
I'm sorry, no. Dolphins is like the place where you go to get a QB fucked up.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yes, but I don't know because I feel like he could work with the Dolphins. He could work with.
You said you'll take him in Pittsburgh, but I'm like, nigga, y'all have Dwayne on the bench.
Dwayne or Deshaun. Let's preference this.
My friend Lauren, if you gonna watch this, I want to know in the comments who do you want, Desean Watson or Haskins?
I say Deshaun. It would be a lot smarter, in my opinion.
I'll
still
say Dwayne. I'm just being honest.
I feel like we could do a lot. You could do a lot more with him in the backfield, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah,
pop culture, nigga.
Big body, big boned.
Literally. So I'm pretty sure y'all done heard by now, but niggas have been coming at Lizzo for what she wore at Cardi B's late birthday. By the way, happy late birthday, Cardi B, and happy late birthday, Ashanti. I didn't know she was 41.
Who?
Ashanti? Yes. I did not know she was. I didn't know she was 41. Yes.
She don't look not a bit at 41.
Exactly my point. But still, so Cardi B's birthday had passed, and of course, a lot of stars came out, and Lizzo was one of those stars. So apparently, I guess people on Twitter just took to Twitter and just saw what she wore and just was just doing what typical people do, just talk hella shit about her.
Twitter fingers.
Literally, just talk hella Twitter fingers saying that she need to get that Adele treatment and shit like that. I'm just like, really? Like, just I thought we done moved on for this, because it's like at this point it's just getting ridiculous. But recently, I just feel like now she done made it in even bigger target on herself now with her latest song on IG Live. So apparently, from what I saw, I just went straight to the clip that everyone had posted that was like kind of covered up on the live. So long story short, she was on Instagram Live, I guess, just getting shit off her chest about people coming at her in the comments and saying shit like that.
Talking that shit.
So what she proceeds to do next was she literally pulled her pants down. And all I could say next was you just seen straight double stacks of pancakes and a thong moving on her ass. So I'm just like, I get you trying to put on for the big girls because you low-key trying to do what Monique did when she came into the game as far as like in the comedy game as far as like, standing up for, big boned females. I understand that.
Big boned, big breasted.
But when you literally give people more ammo to talk about you after you already being a hot topic as it is, it's just like, are you trying to get into it or are you just not being smart and just trying to go about the business?
I think it's a combination of both, honestly. Cause
this ain't the first time she done pulled her cheeks out and did something with them.
Right, because this happened when she was it last year when she went to Lakers?
Nah, this was a few years ago.
Was it a few years ago?
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
Oh.
This low-key was before COVID. I think it was like 2018.
Damn.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I just remember her doing that shit at the Lakers game.
Put that shit on the jumbotron
to get. I think it was like to get Cat Williams. I said Cat Williams. Fucking Lord Jesus.
Who are you trying to say?
Fucking. God damn. What's my man's name? Carl Anthony. What the? Lord, forgive me, y'all. Carl Anthony. She was trying to get his attention. That's what the whole thing was. She put her dancing on the jumbo screen because she was like, I don't know if it was like a clout chasing kind of thing, but at the time she had like a little crush on Cat. So it was like she did all that just to get him to be like, oh.
And this nigga went to Jordan Woods.
Right. He definitely seen that. He was like, nah, I'm okay.
It's just my thing is like, celebrities in general, I just feel like y'all gotta low-key just move better when it comes to people talking about y'all online. Because again, it's online. Like I get, words can hurt a person, but it's just like just think about it. How many people are constantly talking about y'all every single day? Just think about that. There's a lot of people that's constantly having certain celebrities' names in their mouths. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, obviously you're doing something, whether you're not trying to do something or you're intentionally trying to do something someone is consistently going to talk about you regardless of what you're doing.
Right.
Whether you're just walking out your house or just doing anything. But I just feel like when it comes to stuff like this, it's just like, just move different, just move better than what, people want y'all to react to. That's my thing.
Just move smarter. Don't stop going for the clout chasey. Stop trying to do all this extra shit. If you have talent, which Lizzo does, let that be what speaks out. Don't do all this extra stuff.
Don't let your ass cheeks speak for you.
Right, we don't.
I'm just saying, like.
Oh yes, don't let none of that shit do the talking. Let your talent be the one that does it for you.
Literally, like that's all you just really need to do. Just do what you got in this business for, and that's to perform and get paid. Literally, just do that. Let all the shit talkers talk, because that's literally their job, is to talk shit about you.
Right.
And plus too, they online. They can't.
You ain't
Let's
never
be
gonna.
real. Let's be real. Most of these people that talk shit about celebrities, they ain't gonna say that shit to their face.
You're never gonna see these niggas a day in your life, probably.
Literally, like, come on now.
Hey, but transitioning over to someone that needs to focus on their talent, to niggas that are actually putting fire into these goddamn streets.
I'm guessing you talking about Thugger.
Talking about Thug and goddamn Summer Walker. Let me hear the explosion for the one time.
Niggas, like, just know, once Summer Walker really releases that album, just know that girls about to be in their feelings for a whole 2 months.
All men out there, just know.
Good men too. It ain't our fault.
Right. It's not.
But just know, we gonna get the smoke without actually receiving smoke.
We got all the smoke coming our way. And especially, see, her album is coming out next month. So,
and it's going into Scorpio season. Oh Lord.
See, she was trying to give us an album so we can be thankful. But as men, we're not going to be thankful. Because
no, we're not.
This next month is going to be hell for all of us.
Literally, like
whatever coochie you think you're about to be getting, just go ahead.
Just know that shit about to come with a safety deposit box and a lock on it.
Just go ahead and just wait until December, bro. Just go ahead and wait until Christmas when she opens up.
Wait till the season of giving.
Yeah, when she wants to give, you will receive. But right now, you're not receiving shit. So, but. Yes, Young Thug. Oh, go ahead.
Because I think she dropped a song with JT from City Girls, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
what everybody been playing lately.
It's actually pretty good. I actually like it. I thought I was going to get a little bit more of a R&B kind of feel.
So like, what is it? I haven't listened to it yet.
It's more or less like it's like a dance. It's like a bop a little bit.
Okay,
like
I got
more
you.
of a dance. Hold on, I'll play a little bit for you, Tyler.
All right. Copyright. We ain't gonna play this on YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure. We turning all this shit down. But yeah, it's like a bop for real. It's like it makes you want to dance a little bit, make you want to bob your head. But
just play me like the first 10 seconds of it, and I'll decide what it is.
I gotcha. Let me see if I can find it.
So, but while he finds that, Thug dropped his project.
Thug.
And I'm very interested to listening to it yet. I haven't listened to it yet, but I did see the man J. Cole did post a song that he has with Thug on his album. So I plan to listen to that first, then the whole album.
First and foremost, before I play this little snippet of the song, J. Cole, my G, you are a genius. First and foremost, nigga, I've been peeping what you've been doing, how you've been moving, bro. Same thing with Young Thug. You guys are like locked in. I don't know what you guys did during that KOD tour or whatever, but y'all niggas like are seeing like eye to eye. You guys are like picking up game from each other. I love it, first and foremost, because I just see a lot of comparisons from each other right now, and it's like they're moving at like
an accelerating rate.
Yeah, accelerated rate. Because it's like once I seen that Thug dropped that compilation album with his label, I was like, bro, this nigga's copying and pasting what Cole did, and I like it. I like it a lot.
And Cole just got off a tour, right?
They're still on tour right now.
Okay.
So I wish we were at that tour. So I swear to God.
But like real quick though, this nigga Cole, his shows have been lit from what I've been seeing on Instagram or
Liddy
YouTube.
two titties.
What?
Liddy two titties. Yes, I said that.
I just wasn't prepared for that.
But yes, album or not album, but tour wise, that shit is fire. But here's a little snippet of Summer Walker. It is called X for a Reason.
That just sounds like a girl in her feelings. I'm waiting for the beat to drop. Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
So you get the little gist. It's like a feel good, like talking shit kind of song.
Yeah, that's what it is. Now you got JT on there, so yeah, she definitely gonna talk shit.
Yeah, she was.
So yeah, so yeah, fellas, just be prepared to get smoked when we did not do anything to receive the smoke, unless we actually did something to receive the smoke.
That's facts.
So
We gotta be on our best behavior.
Be on our P's and Q's.
Right. But getting into Thug a little bit more, his album, I would say, in my opinion, I thought we were gonna get a little bit different from what he gave us, because coming off of his album So Much Fun, in my opinion, that was album of the year in 2020.
That was fire.
That could have got a Grammy, in my opinion. But coming off of that album and coming off the compilation album, I thought we were going to get a little bit more like turn up songs a little bit, but
he was like probably being like a little bit more beginning into his lyric bag or something like that.
Yeah, he was a little bit more introspective. He was definitely like talking more from a pain aspect, but it wasn't like a Rod Wave or anything like that.
You and Rod Wave.
Fucking Lord.
That's why I low-key prefer Mo Ray, by the way. I ain't gonna lie.
Anyways,
but continue.
Almost gave me a brain aneurysm thinking about him. But yeah, it was more pain. He went like the Lil Baby and the Lil Durk route with like how he kind of structured his songs in that realm of like just talking about pain and going through the struggle and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But in all, fire, great production. I can honestly say Thug is one of those artists that is slept on and not given his flowers just on how influential he is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This nigga's birthed half the niggas that we listen to now.
Right. So like, where would you say you would like rate this album that he dropped?
Out of 10 or out of all his albums that
out of 10?
Out of 10. I think I would give out of my 2.5 listens.
Oh, I'm thinking you listened to the whole album yet.
Yeah, I've listened to the whole album, but I didn't listen to it like all the way through how I wanted it to. Like I've paused and stopped and came back to it a couple times. But
okay.
From what I've heard so far, I'll give it like it's a nice 8.
Nice 8.
It's a nice 8.
Nice 8. All right, not bad. Like I said, I still got to listen to it myself. So eventually, I will get my own off-camera ratings.
Mm-hmm. One of my songs that you guys should go check out, "Peeping Through the Window," I believe is what it's called. It has Young Thug, Future, and one of his other artists. I want to say like
that just sounds like straight auto-tune on that song.
Yeah, T Shine or someone like that. I can't remember.
Wasn't that the same dude that J. Cole is on the album? It wasn't that the same person that Doug got a song with Cole on too on the album? Or is that somebody different?
That's someone different.
Okay.
T Shine, he was on that song with like Lil Baby and Gun. Like it was that big old mashup of like artists.
Oh, okay. I
can't remember the name right now, but
I got you.
Wrapping up our little pop culture state of the culture topic, we're gonna talk about a little action that's hitting home. The CPD, boys in blue.
Oh man,
the niggas out we pay to protect us
when they don't do shit.
They out here filling the streets with fentanyl. Goddammit.
But let's be real. Cops low-key don't know how to like work the drug game, because literally they get the drugs off the street only to resell them for a different price back on the street.
To be honest,
like let's just call it what it is. Like,
see, well, I don't have the particulars right in front of me, but from what I've heard, two police officers from the Columbus Police Department and the narcotics division,
and that's the worst division to even go to.
Nigga, when your narcotics officer, you know you're going to be around drugs. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, when they get in that field, they have the temptation of like, you know what?
Let me try to sell this
I
back
could
on
sell
the street.
all this shit right now.
Or I can team up with a local drug dealer to make better profit off of both of us.
Exactly. So, with that being said, you had 2 of them that got caught trying to distribute fentanyl through the city, and also cocaine, I believe.
And see, I didn't know how bad fentanyl was,
Bro.
and like that is a death killer right there.
No, for sidebar, I think at my job last night, I think a nigga was on fentanyl and he had to get escorted out yesterday.
What the fuck?
The nigga was tweaking, yo. I was like, bro, what is wrong with this man? Because, Ty, at my job, we have pallet jacks, right?
Right.
We have the manual ones where you actually have to lift them and like actually.
Don't tell me that nigga was going crazy on the pallet jack.
No. But we also have the electric ones, right?
He was going stupid on that one.
Where you don't have to do a goddamn thing on this shit. Literally, it is a switch to like you hit the little trigger to make it go forward and backwards, and you hit a button to raise it up and down. Literally, that's all you do. Nigga, when I tell you,
He was fingering the button.
bro, no, not even fingering the button. Nigga, like he was pulling down like the arm where you hold on to the pallet and everything. Like he was pulling that shit down all the way down, and it's like you're not gonna be able to like pull the pallet jack.
Right.
Like this nigga had that shit all the way down and still trying to like drag that bitch with
So
him.
he was just scraping the ground with
Bro,
it.
he was scraping the ground. This nigga was like, I can't even explain. Like he was trying to like walk with it, and like he wasn't even walking normal with the pallet. Like nigga, like why do you got your body like all the way stretched out? Like nigga, you can walk with it. It goes at the same pace as you. So I'm like, bro, everybody was looking like, bro, this nigga is off his shit.
Y'all gotta get this nigga out of here.
Next thing we know, we come back from break. Literally all the leads and supervisors run out to the smoke shack. Niggas tweaking outside and shit, and they had to walk him off the premises. I'm like,
Dang,
bro,
where was security at?
shit, they didn't want no parts of him either. They were like, nah, I'm all right, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, it just at this point, man, it don't really surprise me when it come to cops, you know, dealing with narcotics. Because again, the word narcotics, drugs, you're around that 24/7 if you're in that field.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Seth said, you're gonna get an idea of, you know what, if I'm in the narcotics division and I'm patrolling the streets where drug activity does happen, there is a part of you that feel like I can make profit better for both of us.
Right.
Like, if you need protection on letting know when the feds is coming or when
And
shit goes down, bam, I got you. Just give me a small percent. I'll take drugs off of you, flip that, and then get back to you on the street.
Right.
That's literally what that is.
And it's crazy too because they were doing the most typical thing. They were about to go to fucking Mexico and try and sell this shit. I'm like, bro, what normal place? What other place can you go besides Mexico?
Cuba.
Obviously, the feds have that shit locked down. They have the border locked down, so they're gonna be like, what? These niggas are trying to move a lot of weight. So where were they trying to go?
But my thing is, I know for a fact it was the fentanyl that got them caught up.
Oh yeah.
Because we already know cocaine has been pushing through the United States since it was even introduced in the 80s. We already know how that went.
See, to me, it's just crazy too, because people, I don't know. It's like I always get a feel like people talk down on Columbus, but
Cocaine be active.
no, I'm not even talking about cocaine.
You missed what I said though.
Yeah,
Columbus, we be active.
yeah, that's what I was trying. Yeah, I agree, Ty. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, nigga, we do be getting active. Granted, it's like
Not us particularly, but
no,
people in the city.
yes, we are humble citizens. We are humble servants of the people. But no, in the city, it's like people do get active, but at the same time, I feel like they be trying to play a role too because, you know, we have all these neighboring states that really get down. Like we got Chicago,
We got Indianapolis. We got Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and we got
Michigan,
Detroit.
all that.
Crazy enough, we got fucking Louisville. Never in my whole life, Louisville would have got down like that. Granted,
Man, well, you got to think where they at, Kentucky.
yeah. Granted, you know, every city, every state has their bad places, but never would I thought Louisville would be that place.
But it's like, but even still going back to Columbus, like literally, like I think going back to even last year and then this year, niggas from Columbus like, okay, so when the fuck did Columbus get this bad?
Bro,
That shit
what was
happened
it?
out of nowhere.
I think the numbers have like grown, but the last time I checked, we had like 125 bodies already.
We outdid California. I mean, we outdid LA and Chicago, I think. That's how
shit's
bad it was. I'm like,
bro.
when the fuck did this happen?
That shit is so bad. But
Oh man, but yeah, just it don't surprise me. Cops getting busted with drugs, like it don't surprise me at this point.
and it also makes the department look so shitty too. It's like what? So what?
So why are we paying y'all then?
Why? Right? Why are we paying y'all? And what other things are y'all putting under the rug? With
A lot.
yeah, because granted, I feel like we know what the main thing is with the cops. What they go after. They go after the killers and the murderers.
Only to put them back on the street.
That too. They go for the drug dealers and all that stuff. But how are you guys really getting these guys? That's how I'm thinking. I'm like, so are you guys doing it the dirty way?
You already know they're doing the dirty way.
Most likely they're doing it the dirty way, but all I gotta say is watch your surroundings, be safe out here. You know,
Exactly.
make sure you got everything on. Make sure your P's and Q's are all lined up in a row. Hey man, talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all.
Exactly. So to pretty much round off the show with our SYM talk, this particular topic just came about earlier in the week because when I was talking to SYM stuff about this all camera, this nigga had me in tears. So like, long story short, this is the topic. Should you still be able to do favors for people in relationships, whether you doing a favor for a guy, if you're a girl, or if you're a guy doing a favor for a girl?
Now preference this, Ty. If they are asking you to do some shit that you know good goddamn it well, and they have a significant other that they can have their significant other do, why the hell are you asking me this?
On a random day.
on a random day. But I mean, to answer that question in a wide spec, yes, you can do something for someone in a favor.
It just depends on the favor.
Right. But we talking about asking someone to go drop off some medicine.
Like, let me tell y'all the story. So like,
oh my God.
this is like what, Tuesday or Wednesday. I had just woken up from my work nap, and I get a DM from my friend. I ain't gonna say her name, but shout out to her. She know what I'm talking about if she watches this. So I get a DM from her on Instagram, and she said like, hey, I need to ask you a favor real quick. I'm like, what's the favor? So she pretty much, to sum up what she said she pretty much wanted me to go to her friend's apartment and get her medicine and mail it to her because she's in college. And she said that if I do this for her, that she'll pay me back when she gets paid. Now, my thing is this. One, I'm cool with you. But second, I don't know your friend.
Stranger danger.
It's not even stranger. They just like, I don't want to walk somewhere, drive to a place, and I'm like, I never met your friend, so like, I don't know how she's gonna react if I did do it and show it. Be like, hey, I'm here for such and such medicine. She told me to stop by here and get it and X, Y, and Z. Because like, what? Because my thing is, what if she wasn't there? Like, then I did all that for nothing. But
you would have been looking stupid and been like, nigga, why'd I make this trip for no reason?
Exactly. So I'm just like, I mean, I get. Like, you need your medicine, I get that, but at the same time too, though, she did say like she been trying to hear back from her friend from like for like 2 months, and I guess hasn't heard nothing. So, but
poor communication.
Yeah. So like, my thing is just like, out of all the people that I feel like you hang out with the most, why'd you hit up me? So then, like, when I told her like, no, like, I ain't gonna lie to, like, I can't do it for real, but you know, it wasn't no big problem, but. My thing was, I asked her this. I'm like, where's your boyfriend at? Did you ask him? She said, oh, he's in San Francisco. I'm like, well, damn. It's like all the way on the whole side of the other country.
Left the bird's nest.
But yeah, it's just like, my thing is just like, you know, just stuff like that where like I barely talk to you. And the only time I do talk to you is if I'm reacting to like your story or something like that.
Just a little high and by type shit.
Yeah, just stuff like that. But it's just like, doing a favor like that, I'm just like, yeah.
What made you think it was okay?
Like, what made you think of me to think it was okay?
She thought shit was sweet, Ty.
I'm just like Like, I'm a reliable dude, but it's just like, don't expect me to be reliable unexpectedly.
Right.
Like, I need to know firsthand what I'm getting into. Granted, she told me, but it's just like, it was just at a random time. Like, huh? You want me to go where to pick up what and mail it to where?
Who, what, when, where, and why?
Literally, that's what it was. But like, just overall, I just feel like just know what the favors are when it comes to like doing favors for people in the relationship. And I feel like too, if you actually know that couple like very well, like say you like real tight with the guy, then like that's like your bro, and then you meet his girl, like when they first get together, then boom, that's cool. But if you barely talk to either one of the people that you cool with in the relationship, and they hit you up to do a favor, it's like we cool and all, but I don't think this is something that I think I should be get hit up for.
Abort. Abort. I want no smoke. Abort.
And it's not even just about being smoke. It's just.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm just saying. Let's avoid all possible
outcomes.
Yeah, outcomes of smoke. So
exactly. That was just my whole thing. Like, I still rock with you. It's just that just threw me off.
It just depends. Like we said, it just depends on the type of favors that the person is asking for. They gotta be on the same type of speed. Like you can't be asking some crazy shit like trying to drop you off. I mean, can you drop someone off when they have a significant other? Like if they need to get somewhere, how do you feel about that?
I mean, again, I feel like it's all about trust. It's like if you feel like, okay, I trust this person, they ain't gonna do nothing, they ain't gonna try to do nothing, then it's okay. Right. But I feel like if that person has the tendencies of coming on to people in a relationship where like like say if a guy like be trying to like be a little flirty with his homie's girl, or vice versa, if a girl try to do that to a guy, knowing that he got a girlfriend, it's just like, yeah, I don't trust you by myself. Yeah. Like in a group setting, cool, but if we by ourselves, especially in a car, then a whole lot of possibilities can happen.
Whole lot of red.
Literally, a whole lot of red flags.
Yeah, right.
And who started that bullshit trend on Instagram? I'm sorry.
So I'll have to tell you this off camera, but your boy SYM was the first one talking about some red flags. I promise you, I was. I promise you, I was.
Oh man, I can't wait. I probably got an idea of what this is about, but we gonna say that for off camera.
That's an off camera kind of conversation.
Oh
but,
my god.
Hey man, it's another one down in the books, Ty.
Another one. Like I said, man, we ain't playing around, man. Like granted, we about to drop the first podcast on the Patreon soon, and then we gonna edit this one up and drop this real soon too. But we still got both vlogs that we said we was gonna drop soon. We just we just had to get that one right. But we ain't, like I said, we ain't letting our foot off the gas this time, man. Like we about to be more focused, about to just be more consistent for y'all, man. Because we was on the road, but like I said, just personal shit off camera had to get settled.
Get a little straightening, bro.
Literally just. Had to rearrange shit,
Mm-hmm. It feels good though. I really feel like we're getting the hang of it. We're starting to have some things click a little bit. So I'm excited for y'all to see the new installments, just to see and grow, just to see us
regrow.
Yeah, regrow and just be a part of the journey, be a part of the family. Speak Your Mind is a family.
Yes, sir.
We want to uplift and just have fun while we're out here just talking, because this is literally what we like to do. We like to talk sports and just chop it up and just talk shit. So
and why not put the shit on camera?
Some things can be on camera. Some things
I know.
But hey man, we about to get into these sleepers. What was it? My sleeper of the day is Ren. RINI. Dude is fire, bro. Whoever, I have to say this now. Whoever, when you made this album and you were with your girl, bro, she must have the most firest cooch in the world. Because nigga, you did not miss on
a single note,
on a single song, nigga. Boy, do I tell you, this nigga was spitting, nigga. I'm that crack, nigga.
And by the way, we gonna play this on the Patreon version. You already know about YouTube. We ain't gonna get copyrighted for this.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, we already know. But
Yeah,
nigga spitting.
But until then, though, man, we stay tuned for the next episode, man. It's your boy Ty.
It's your boy SYM Seth.
And we will see y'all soon. We gone.
On your grind, hey, when you speak your mind, hey, speak your mind, shit, shout out, speak your mind.